Head here, it's going to be very, very tough for the team from the Bronx to keep this crowd, this raucous crowd, out of the game. It is nothing but Crown Point fans here.
Righty versus righty matchup as we get set on WJOB 1230. The 2013 Outdoor World Series for 12 and under is underway. First pitch is fouled down the first base side by Marek Bonner. On deck for Crown Point is the sweet swinging Nick Geisen. Ball thrown back into Candelario. And now he'll throw it to the catcher, Gabriel Zambrana, and now he'll hand it to the umpire, Don Singleton. Nobody wants it right now. Now, Candelario will set his glove on the mound and has a new baseball. 0-1 count in the top of the first. Leadoff man at the plate for Crown Point. Here's a ball hit and snared out of the air by the shortstop, Jamal Batances. Looked like it was going to go right to the middle for a single, but that's not the case.
Nice catch on a hard hit line drive by the shortstop. Good defensive team.
Both teams are Crown Point and Kingsbridge. At the plate, right-handed hitting Nick Geisen. First pitch off speed in the dirt, ball one.
Well, let's see if Geisen can get the trifecta. Seemed to me to be the player of the game for 2 nights in a row. Let's see how he does tonight.
1-0 count. Here's a hard hit ball.
Holy cow.
And that hits the first base coach. That's Crutz. Looks like it might have got him in the arm. Left-handed shakedown right there.
Cowbells for the first base coach. Boy, I don't know what he said to Geisen, but Geisen tried to take his head off.
Chris Crutz takes one on the left hand, and he's okay. He could clap still. 1-1 count. And this pitch comes inside on Geisen. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out in the top of the first of a scoreless 2013 12 and under Calgary World Series Championship matchup. 3 balls and a strike to Geisen.
Geisen's patience is going to get him a pitch. Right here. Let's see if he's ready for it.
3-1 count. Rubio Candelaria. There's a strike on the outer part of the plate. It's full. Geisen taken all the way. Here comes the payoff pitch from Candelaria to Geisen.
Oh, and my.
Gets Geisen to chase one out of the zone. That is not something that happens very often. Geisen down on strike. At the plate is Logan Ryan, left-handed hitting pitcher for Crown Point.
Tall, lanky fella.
2 outs and nobody on base. First pitch fouled off the backstop. 0-1 count. 2 outs, nobody on base in the top of the first between Crown Point and Kingsbridge, New York. We do want to welcome all the listeners from New York tonight on WJOB1230.com or regionsports.com. It is 1-1 now.
Candelario's not being bashful up there on the mound. He's brought the heat now twice. Missed the plate with that one, but
here's a high fastball just above the zone. Ball 2.
So the umpire, Don Singleton, behind the plate. There's no question about balls and strikes with him back there. Quite definitive.
2-1 count. 3-1 count. That one was just below the knees. More cowbell.
Same count that Geisen had worked on Candelario. but wasn't able to capitalize on it. Let's see if Ryan can do something here.
3-1 count. Here's one popped up to the left side. Looking for it at the shortstop. The chances, he lost it in the sun, and that's going to bounce in fair territory and go into second. An infield double.
Not quite sure what Betances was doing there, Ryan. He took his hat off of his head, was holding his hat in his right hand while searching for the ball. Just not quite sure if he ever really had that ball under eye. But holding his hat in his right hand. It's a very unique defensive move that I've yet to see before.
The 2 outs and at the plate, but the runner in scoring position is Kenny Michaels.
Kenny Powers Michaels.
Full name. You are right. And that looked like that was going to be a ball for Alfredo Delgado at third, and then Betances called him off. Let's see if Kenny Michaels can make Kingsbridge pay for that mistake. 0-1 count. Here's a ball that is outside. Good job keeping that one in front of him by Zambrana as they reach into the right-handed batter's box.
You know, one thing both these teams are, Ryan, is disciplined at the plate. None of them are really swinging any bad pitches.
Runner on second, 1-1 count. Here is a fastball outside again. 2-1 count to Kenny Michaels. Tall, slender, left-handed hitter for Crown Point. Outfield's playing deep for no doubles. Here's one hit down the third base side. Great hands by the third base coach. That's Mike Bonner. One hop and he picked it up. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Twos are wild on top of the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runs in this ball game yet. Crown Point with the runner at second. Michael.
Oh my!
Swings at one that was coming into the left-handed batter's box, and he is down on strikes. One stranded in the top of the first for Crown Point. Here in the 2013 12 and under championship game, it is Crown Point 0, Kingsbridge, New York 0. Ryan Walsh and Mark Boyd back in 1 minute with the bottom of the first for the championship.
Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game-loving, non-striking, passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. And Aurelio's Pizza will be there as the official pizza.
At Unlimited Service Automotive, we refuse to guess at your car's diagnosis. Your vehicle was a huge investment and deserves proper service by a qualified technician with the latest high-tech equipment. 708-895-9520 is the number to call for professional diagnosis and repair, as well as the right advice on vehicle maintenance. Trust is a key word in the automotive repair world, and if you have a relationship with a technician, then he deserves your loyalty. Stay with him, but if you should ever need us, call 708-895-9520. Unlimited Service Automotive.
Bottom of the first of the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series in Hammond, Indiana. At the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. Crown Point and Kingsbridge, New York, no score. On the mound pitching for Crown Point is Logan Ryan. Catching is Sam Crush. First base, Alec Madeline. Second base, Kyle Bonner. Shortstop, Mark Bonner. Third base, Luke Bianco. Left fielder is Kenny Michaels. Center fielder, Josh Sutzlowitz. And right fielder is Nick Geisen. Leading off for Kingsbridge, New York is Sammy De La Cruz, the second baseman. He's followed by Mal Betances, the shortstop, George Valera. And those are the top 3 for Kingsbridge, New York. We've seen Logan Ryan the last 2 nights. He's had some early issues, Mark.
Yeah, his issue has been throwing strikes consistently, Ryan. He would get ahead of the batter and then have difficulty finding the plate, and then sometimes you get behind the batter and have difficulty finding the plate. If he just comes out and throws strikes, I think he'll be just fine here tonight. It's a good hitting team. If he keeps him off base, he's going to have to show that change of change of speed that he showed last night against the Hammond Bulldogs. If he mixes it up, I think he'll be okay. But if he gets behind here in the count, this team will make him pay for it. And they are a tremendous hitting team from the Bronx.
76 degrees here on Friday night, August 16th of 2013. Sun setting to the west and is playing a factor in the eyes of the third baseman and the shortstop for each team. We saw a play in the top half of the inning that should have been a routine play, but it was not. Sun playing factor.
Fortunately, no blood. Crown Point was not able to capitalize on it.
Logan Ryan and Sam Trutz are talking things over as Sammy De La Cruz is waiting.
De La Cruz looks like he can't wait to get into the batter's box.
He's hungry.
He's hungry. Perhaps they didn't feed him tonight.
No, they had a big meal tonight. Last night, Alan Dillon, the manager of Kingsbridge, New York, after he was done with Jim Belo on the interview, said that they were having a special beans and rice meal delivered to the hotel tonight for dinner.
That is tremendous Dominican fare right there, the beans and rice. Tremendous fare. I wonder if they have any extra.
Let's call the Marriott. Larry Kyleman, let's get that phone number here, text it to us here in the broadcast booth.
They could deliver some beans and rice.
That'd be spectacular.
Frijoles con arroz.
Here we go. This is what the delay is. There's some issues with the dirt behind the batter's box where the catcher is at. And now they're working on the batter's box as well for the righties. They've just done a stellar job all series long.
Bang up crew, bang up field crew. The park looks tremendous, doesn't it? Tremendous.
Almost as good as your yard.
Look at the lines. The lines are straight.
No, you got the best lawn in the region.
No, not quite, but I've got tremendous small businessman Brian Hall, cut for success, comes over and takes care of my yard, does a beautiful job, really takes a lot of pride in his work. Kind of a silly man, but terrific at his profession.
We're waiting to get going in the bottom of the first of the 2013 12 and under Ripken World Series Championship matchup. Kingsbridge, New York took second in the National Division, and Crown Point took second in the American Division.
What a great game last night, huh, Ryan?
It was a beautiful night for baseball. A little bit cooler last night, and I think the players all enjoyed that breeze that was coming in off of the lake.
Great baseball last night by both teams. Shame that one of them had to lose.
Lawn care is taken care of. So Sammy De La Cruz of Kingsbridge, New York is in the batter's box and getting set to go against Logan Ryan of Crown Point. No score in the bottom of the first. On Friday night, August 16th. Check swing.
There it is. First pitch fastball.
At the knees. Oh, 1 count. Logan Ryan right back with a fastball. This one is high above the zone. Even count.
You want to keep Sammy De La Cruz off the bases, right?
2 balls and a strike. That one was a little bit outside from Logan Ryan. Looking at the bleachers, only maybe about 10 or 15 seats left out there. We're actually standing on River Drive now. Got the ball hawks out there with their gloves. 3-1 count to Sammy De La Cruz.
Looks like Logan's trying to place the ball, and he just needs to do what he does best and fire it in there.
That's ball 4, as that one was in the dirt. Leadoff walk for Sammy De La Cruz, and not the start that Crown Point wanted.
Not going to make it easy on himself tonight, is he?
Jamel, the chances. Shortstop comes to the plate. On deck is George Valera. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's one that's in the dirt. Good trap by Sammy Brett.
77 Betances. Serious batter at the plate. He looks like he means business, doesn't he?
He does. 1-0 count now. Here's a high heater. Late is Betances.
71 miles per hour, Ryan. 71 miles per hour.
Logan Ryan topped out at 71 in this tournament, and Nick Eisen at 73. So they bring the heat. Here's a sweeping curveball outside.
Just missed. Nice pitch, though. Let's see what he comes back with. It's a 3-1 count.
Righty versus righty matchup. Runner on first, nobody out. And I think there was a gap on the scoreboard.
Yeah, now it's 3-1.
That was ball 3. That was a wake-up pitch to Betances, backed him off the plate. Now it's 3-1. Here's a grounder hit, and pass Bianco at third, and that's a single for Jamal Betances. Runners on first and second, nobody out for Kingsbridge, New York. At the plate, the big bat in the lineup, George Valera.
Looks like the Knights have done their homework on Ryan. They're gonna make him work the count and get the pitches that they want to hit.
Nobody out for Kingsbridge, and here's a high fastball out of the zone for ball 1. The last 2 nights, Logan Ryan touched for a couple runs in each of the first innings. Here's a pitch that Valera wishes he could have back out in front of the fastball. 1-1.
His fastball looks good tonight, Ryan. Looks like a tight strike zone.
1-1 count. Here's a deep fly ball, no doubt about it.
Ow.
And just like that, the gopher ball is out, and Valera delivers a 3-run lead for Kingsbridge, New York. Right over the WJOB sign in right center. The left-handed George Valera saw that fastball right over the plate.
Buenos tardes, Señor Spalding. Y muchas gracias, Logan Ryan. That was served up on a platter and almost looked like he knew what the pitch was going to be. How he turned on that. Right center, the right fielder never even moved. Didn't even move.
Here's the cleanup hitter now, Alfredo Delgado. Curveball, strike 1. Nobody out, 3 runs in for Kingsbridge, and fooled by the curveball is Delgado. He's behind it, 0-2. Two count. Here's a ball. Now they're going to wipe off the plate.
Looked like he was rushing Delgado back off the plate with that pitch. High and inside fastball. Delgado had to quickly get out of the way of that one.
Randy McCartney has some news for us. Ryan threw 71 miles per hour in that fastball hit for a home run.
71 miles per hour.
Here's a jammer foul on play, so the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Check my math on this one, Brian, but that relates to a 92 mile per hour fastball from the major league.
Thanks to Tyler. He's been up here helping us out. A couple stats, and that's what it says on the chart.
92 equivalent of a major league fastball.
Another foul ball hit by Delgado. On deck is Harry Seguir Vargas. 3-0 ball game. And down on strikes is Delgado waving that one out of the zone. That's the first out.
home run woke up Ryan a little bit because he looked like a different pitcher on that at bat against the cleanup hitter. Off-speed, fastball, brush back, fastball, just masterful with that batter.
The center fielder at the plate. First pitch is hit down the right field line, is fair. Picked up by Nick Geisen. Going to hold Daguerre Vargas to a single. Third hit of the inning for Kingsbridge. We've seen the ball well off Logan Ryan.
They sure are. They sure are, Ryan.
One out, runner on first for Arubio Candelario. Pitcher for Kingsbridge, New York. Challenges Candelario with a high fastball. Late is Candelario. 71 again.
The number 6 spot, the pitcher.
There's a curveball that makes Candelario duck.
And came back in across the plate. That was quite a curveball.
Did not miss the zone by much.
No, it didn't. Scared the daylights out of Candelario, though.
Even count.
Nice pitch. Caught the corner of the plate there, Ryan.
Painting the zone black.
Caught the corner. Seems to be getting his control a little bit better.
Bottom of the first of the championship game between Crown Point and Kingsbridge, New York, and foolish is what Candelario looks right there, waving at the off-speed pitch way out in front. And here comes the catcher, Gabriel Zambrana.
Candelario's a little upset with himself on that one, but he looks out at the scoreboard. His teammates have set him up with a 3-run lead already. So hopefully he doesn't let it get to him for too long.
First pitch right down the middle, taken for a strike by Zambrana. Runner on first with 2 outs for Kingsbridge, New York in the bottom of the first. Ryan comes inside. This one gets to the backstop. Wild pitch. 1-1 count. And going to second, standing up is Harry Daguerre Vargas.
Didn't take Vargas too long to get down to second.
He's quick.
Got some speed.
That's why he's a center fielder.
Got some speed.
Can't think of a slow center fielder.
Nice pitch.
Off speed by Ryan, and he's back in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. More Crown Point fans filing in. Not too late. Watch the ballpark. 1245 North River Drive.
Beautiful South Hammond.
Here's the curveball.
Oh my.
Filthy pitch right there by Logan Ryan to retire the side. 1 stranded, 3 in here in the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series Championship matchup between Crown Point and Kingsbridge. At the end of 1, Kingsbridge 3, Crown Point nothing. Back in 1 minute at the top of the second on WJOB.
Giovanni's in Munster is a proud sponsor of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in after the game for delicious, expertly prepared pasta, veal, seafood, and steak. Giovanni's is located at 603 Ridge Road in Munster, just minutes from the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. See their ad in the program or check them out on the web, giosmunster.com. Olympia Lanes is now taking sign-ups for the fall. If you want to be on a team this fall, we have a league for you, men's, women's, youth, and mixed leagues. Olympia Lanes is still offering Monday Mania, $1 per game, $1 hot dogs, $1 soft drinks, and $1 draft beer from 3 p.m. to close. Other specials are Thursdays, $1 per game, 9 to 5 p.m., and Sundays, $1.50 per game from 5 p.m. to close. Olympia Lanes is where it's at, located at 4150 Calumet Avenue in Hammond. For more information, call 933-6677.
Crown Point down 3-0 to Kingsbridge, New York, as we get set for the top of the second in this championship matchup for the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series title. Ryan Walsh and Mark Forright on Friday night, August 16th of 2013, a warmer night in the region that we've had in about a week. Probably the warmest night this week we've had, Mark.
Fantastic night. Beautiful. Couldn't have drawn it up. If I drew it up, I don't think I could have drawn it up this night.
Tom Brady's here. Oh, no, just a lookalike. Sorry.
Tom Brady. A scrappy Sammy Crutch is going to lead off for Crown Point here in the top of the second inning.
Sam Crutch, the catcher for Crown Point, followed by Kyle Bonner. And in the hole is Alec Madeline. Back on the mound for Kingsbridge, New York, is Rubio Candelario.
Rubio. Let's see if he takes advantage of that 3-run lead that he was granted by George Valera.
Right-handed catcher at the plate. Alpha is playing deep for Crutch. First pitch from Candelario. Ball one.
Scrappy Sammy. Shook it off. Outside. Let's see if he can get something started for the Bulldogs. So they say.
1-0 count. Make it 2-0. Candelario wants a new ball.
And when he drops it, hit the dirt, and he wants it changed out. Gotta appreciate a guy who likes a clean ball.
Don't tell it to Fergie Jenkins. 3-0 count. It was a good time. One time, Fergie Jenkins was up in the broadcast booth with the Cubs and talking about he finished a complete game with one ball.
Really? Is that a war injury? Perhaps. 3-1. Let's see what kind of pitch he gets here. And if they're green lighting.
3-1 count. Here's the pitch to come. Next. And that one was coming at the coach, Chris Crutch again. Took one for the team already.
Candelario went right at him with a fastball. 67 miles per hour fastball. Right at him. He was going to challenge Scrappy Sammy and see where it landed.
Full count.
Oh, my, that was a good curveball.
Right on the outer part of the plate. Not much Crutch could have done with that one if he made contact.
Candelario works back from a 3-0 count to get the strikeout. Gotta love the poise of that young man.
Here comes Kyle Bonner to the plate, second baseman for Crown Point, with one out. And nobody on base in the top of the second. Bulldogs down 3 runs to the night at Kingsbridge. Here's a high fastball inside, 1-0 count. Kyle Bonner has seen a couple inside fastballs this tournament, hasn't he?
He sure has. 2 nights ago. He really showed us a lot, didn't he, Ryan?
Here's a defensive swing. It's going to be
right. That ball had eyes.
It went right past the glove of Patrick Dillon. They're going to call it a base hit. A diving effort by Patrick Dillon, the first baseman, unsuccessful. Just got a piece of it. And that looked like a defensive swing right there by Bonner.
Sure did.
At the plate, first baseman Alec Madeline.
Alec.
Cool name.
Like it.
4-letter names are cool.
So you say. Let's see if the Bulldogs can put something together here and get some of those runs back.
0-1 count. There's a curveball. Good trap by Zambrana. 1-1 count.
Zambrana does a nice job behind the plate, doesn't he?
He does.
Not much gets by him.
Here's one right down the middle for a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Madeline.
That one might have been Alec's pitch. Beautiful mid-level fastball on the outside side of part of the plate.
And Madeline just gets a piece of the curveball. What a jump by Bonner out there. He was about 3 steps from second.
Yeah.
And Candelario wants another ball. superstitious, or what do you think?
Young man, we'll ask him after the game.
One and two count. Here's a foul ball to the backstop. So Madeline seeing some pitches here from Rubio Candelario.
Madeline doing his best John Travolta impression, staying alive at the plate.
BG's. Here's a curveball hit too short. Patancha scoops it up, and that's going to be a fielder's choice. Out at second was Kyle Bonner. That one popped off the bat. Here comes center fielder Josh Suslowitz.
Patancha's beautiful form, drops his knee, lets the ball roll right into his glove, and a quick short throw to second base to get the runner on the force.
65-mile-per-hour fastball, that last one hit by Madeline. Josh Suslowitz, center fielder, takes ball one from Candelario. 2 outs and a runner on first for count point, and Suslowitz in the driver's seat, up 2 balls and no strikes. If you're just joining us, Kingsbridge, New York 3, count point 0. A 3-run homer from George Valera for Kingsbridge in the bottom of the first, put Kingsbridge on the board.
Came in the corner with that fastball. 2-1 count.
Good take right there by Suslowitz. Right above the zone, 3-1. Trying to keep the inning going to get Luke Bianco up to the plate.
Should get a good pitch here, Ryan. No, and he doesn't.
Not. A wild pitch, and just going to second will be Madeline, and going to first on the walk is Josh Suslowitz. And here comes the tying run to the plate in the third baseman, Luke Bianco. They're out on the mound.
Crown Point is going to want to be very careful on the bases tonight with Valera on behind the plate. He has shown throughout the tournament he has a tremendous arm. Gunned a man out on a double steal 2 nights ago at third base.
First pitch is ball one to Luke Bianco. Two outs, runners on first and second for Bianco, and he's ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Candelario will take a little extra time going back to get settled on the mound.
Bianco does represent the tying run at the plate.
Good trap by Zambrana behind the plate. That was in the dirt. 3-0 count. An echo of cowbells in the background.
Merrick Bonner's up in the on-deck circle.
Bianco.
Holy cow.
That one was in the left-handed batter's box, and Bianco walks to load the bases. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do with their leadoff man at the plate in Marek Bonner, and a Bulldog on every base. Down 3 runs.
Tying runs on first base. The go-ahead run is at the plate in the form of Merrick Bonner. Let's see if they can put something together and make Candelario pay for his inability to be able to get the ball over the plate right now. That's 6 balls in a row that he's thrown, Ryan.
Ball one, and was in the left-handed batter's box. Candelario trying to keep his composure. This one gets away, and coming home, sliding in will be Madeline, and it's 3-1.
Crown Point made him pay for his erratic pitch there. Almost looked like it hit Bonner, didn't it? Almost hit his helmet. Got all the way back to the backdrop, and the runner scored easily from third.
Runners advance. Suslowitz at third now, and Bianco at second. The tying run is at second now.
A single could tie this game up, Ryan.
It sure could. 2-0 count. 3-0 count.
Holy cow.
That one was in the left-handed batter's box for strike one.
Oh my.
2-1 count. Here's one jammed foul down the first base side. There's bad in that one.
I don't know if the umpire saw the same pitch that we did up here in the box.
2-2 count. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. And
right there.
Striking out is Mark Bonner.
Give Candelario credit. He came with the 2 pitches right there that he needed.
4th strikeout of the night for Rubio Candelario. Through an inning and a half in the championship matchup of the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series. It is Kingsbridge, New York 3 and Crown Point, Indiana 1. Back in 1 minute with the bottom of the second on WJOB.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
Railcats Baseball is back. This season's schedule is full of awesome giveaways, thrilling entertainment acts, and special themes. Tickets are only $5 to $10 and parking is always free. Save money with Railcats weekly specials. Kids eat free on Mondays, 2 for Tuesdays, $1 Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Firework Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, and the Times Family Sundays. Group discounts are available for tickets, party decks, suites, picnics, and more. Railcats Baseball, fun, affordable, family entertainment. Get your tickets at railcatsbaseball.com or call 219-882-2255. Railcats Baseball, entertaining the region.
Here on Friday evening, it is Ryan Walsh and Mark Foyt for the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series from Hammond Optimist Youth Sports Complex in Hammond, Indiana. It is the bottom of the second with Kingsbridge, New York coming to the plate ahead 3-1 over Crown Point. And leading off will be Patrick Dillon, the first baseman for Kingsbridge. Back on the mound, Logan Ryan for Crown Point.
Let's see if Logan Ryan can come out and go aggressively at the batters this time and hold the game within 2 runs, Ryan.
Patrick Dillon, right-handed hitter. 8th in the lineup. Son of the manager, Alan Dillon.
First baseman.
First pitch from Logan Ryan on the way. Inside for ball 1. 70 on the radar gun. One-0 count. Here's a strike on the outer part of the plate. The black right there.
Beautiful sunset over to the right of us, huh, Ryan?
To the west, yeah, it is nice tonight. Good late summer night. Dillon chases one inside.
Behind 1 and 2.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Behind.
Finish my sentence. Good teammate. 1 and 2 count. And this one might have gotten the bat of Dillon. And that's the right call. They say it hits the bat of Dillon. He tried telling it that he was hit.
But he wasn't, but it was awfully close, Ryan. Awfully close.
Yeah.
John Singleton was right there behind the plate to make the call.
It's not a buyer's market right now.
No.
1 and 2 count. Here's a curveball hit softly up the third base side. Coming in is Luke Bianco, long throw across.
Ooh.
Just like the final play from last night. That saw Crown Point advance over Hammond. Bianco makes the out.
Luke Bianco showed that little gun that he's got attached to the right side of his torso and got a speeding Patrick Dillon out down first base.
1 out, and here comes Harold Abreu. Takes first pitch strike from Logan Ryan. Nice to see some of the Optimist Bulldogs here from Hammond walk around the ballpark supporting Crown Point tonight.
In their uniforms. Have you seen Mayor Tom here tonight?
I have not.
Nice interview he did with Jim Deedlow on the radio this morning.
0-2 count. Here's a fastball that was low. Pretty cool. He said that every day that they did team activities in his office, they watched baseball movies and ate lunch together. And early part of the tournament, they would listen to the games here on WJOB in the office. So he knew what was going on at the tournament, even though he wasn't at the ballpark.
Favorite baseball movie, Ryan?
You know what? That's tough. Give me an inning or so to decide on that one. There's a couple of good ones out there.
I'll let you give it. I'll give you an inning to pick out 3. How's that?
Here's one how I played down the first base side. 2-2 count. I'll tell you one that it's not. It is not Moneyball. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside. Good job by Crutch keeping in front of him. Full count to Harold Abreu with Sammy De La Cruz on deck.
Brian needs to pull this together and not let the runner get to first base.
Here comes the payoff pitch.
And he does.
Down swinging is Abreu, and that is the 5th strikeout of the night for Logan Ryan of Crown Point. 2 outs and bases empty for Sammy De La Cruz in the bottom of the second of a 3-1 ball game. Kingsbridge, New York, up 2 in this championship game.
De La Cruz got that 3-run first inning started off.
Here's one hit down sharply. The first baseline out of play.
With a walk in the first inning.
Came around the score on the Gopher ball from George Valera.
Sure did. Quite the Gopher ball.
You know what? 230 to center field. 212 to right. 211 to left. That one probably went 300.
Ooh. Fooled De La Cruz with that, but didn't get the call. 1-1. Nice off-speed pitch.
There's a outside pitch for a ball. 2-1 count.
You want to keep the speed off the base if you're Logan Ryan.
Here's a fastball. 72 on the gun on the outer part of the plate.
You know what? If I'm Logan Ryan, I'm coming right back with that same 71, 72 mile per hour fastball to ring him up.
Even count, 2-2. Here's a fastball hit down the right field line coming in foul territory. To make the easy catches, Nick Geisen for the 3rd out. So just what the doctor ordered for Crown Point, a 1-2-3 inning. We are through 2 innings in the 2013 12-and-under Cal Ripken World Series championship matchup between Crown Point and Kingsbridge. Kingsbridge 3, Crown Point 1. Back in a minute, the top of the 3rd on WJOB.
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you, with closings starting at $100. A call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools.
Lisa, did you hear the awesome news?
What news?
North Township Dial-A-Ride is expanding its services. More vehicles, longer hours, and Lake County destinations that are outside the township.
That is really exciting. How can I get more information?
Give them a call, 932-2530, then follow the prompts and push number 4.
North Township Dial-A-Ride, how may I help you?
Dial-A-Ride services and this message sponsored by Frank J. Mervan, North Township trustee.
Back on WJOB, Ryan Walsh and Mark Forright for the top of the 3rd on August 16th of 2013. Friday night baseball, the 2013 12-and-under Cal Ripken World Series hosted by the City of Hammond and the Hammond Optimist Youth Sports Complex. 3 for Kingsbridge in New York and 1 for Crown Point, and their hardest hitter in the lineup coming to the plate for Crown Point, Nick Geisen.
How about the locals out here? How about the locals out here, Ryan, doing the chicken dance in between innings?
I wish I could dance, or I would have been out there doing it with them.
Yeah, pretty impressive, some of those folks down there doing the chicken dance.
Where else would the people from New York rather go than to Hammond, Indiana for a vacation of baseball?
You're going to stump me with that one, Ryan. I have to tell you, though, City of Hammond, the Optimists, and the Region fans have been terrific hosts for all the teams that traveled from near and far to be here at the Cal Ripken World Series.
Nick Geisen's check swing. It is a swing. Strike 1 from Rubio Candelario. On deck is Logan Ryan. Now Candelario will step off the mound. Crown Point down 2 runs.
Nick Geisen needs to pick up where he left off on Wednesday night with his 2 home run performance and 3 innings of shutout baseball.
Even count. Now Geisen's ahead, 2-1 count. Geisen's a patient hitter. He's got a big strike zone. He's a tall kid.
Tall, slender, handsome lad.
Region raised. 3-1 count to Geisen.
He did this last time. Let's see if he can capitalize on the 3-1 pitch here.
Geisen struck out last
Candelario.
time. Ball 4.
There it goes. Great patience at the plate, Nick Geisen just showed to get it started here in the top of the 3rd inning. Runner on first, and Logan Ryan coming to the plate.
The pitcher for Crown Point, the trying run here in the top of the 3rd. One and 0 count. The Cowbells are coming back out from Crown Point. Just a sea of red. The red in the outfield here, behind home plate, down the first base side, and on the third base side. Maybe 50 to 60 New York fans here tonight. Maybe.
And probably about 1,500 or 2,000 Crown Point fans. What would you say?
Yeah,
or Region fans. Better yet.
Around 2,000 fans. Here's the first strike to Logan Ryan at the knees. You have some fans here. Alan Debo's in the house. Nephew of yours and Jim Delo. A wild pitch, or pass ball, and going to second, standing up is Geisen.
My nephew Alan just showed up. Say hello here in the booth. And hard fought to find a better 9-year-old knowledge of the game of baseball than my nephew.
Here is ball 4. Looked like there was going to be a late strike called from the umpire.
Yeah, he owed
John Singleton.
I think he owed the Bulldogs one there.
Here comes a meeting on the mound. And that might be it for Candelario on the mound. Because, oh, no, manager Dillon just called everybody off the mound except for Candelario.
Dillon's not really talking to his pitcher so much as he is to his catcher.
How about this? At short and third base, you got the third baseman, Alfredo Delgado, with his mitt on his head. You got the left fielder throwing his hat up and down.
They're loose. I think
Bees and Rice did well.
They sure did. I believe that the manager was concerned about the calling of pitches by Zimbrana. Seemed to be discussing that with him in a bit animated fashion.
Here comes Kenny
Powers.
Michaels.
Runners on first and second. The tying run on first.
Nobody out.
Nobody out.
Michael fouls the first pitch over the Aurelios and strikes 10.
First pitch fastball. Kenny Powers was ready for it.
They're going to miss us talking about their boots tomorrow, I'm sure.
I believe so.
0-1 count. Make it a 1-1 count to Michael. On second is Geisen. On first is Ryan. Tying run at first base. Go ahead run at home plate. All lefty at the plate for Crown Point. Puts the bunt out. Takes it back, but it's over the plate for a strike. And he's behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's Candelario.
Didn't really look like he wanted to bunt it.
Here's one hit down the third base side. Off the glove of the third baseman. Delgado, everybody safe. What a play by Delgado to trap it, though, and let that one die.
Ryan, that was a shot down the left field line by Kenny Powers Michaels to load the bases up. 1-2 count he did that with. Bases loaded, no one out for the Crown Point Bulldogs.
This could be a turning point in the ball game for both teams. And Sam Crutch 0 for 1. First pitch, fastball, strike, 69 miles per hour.
Cool.
1-1 count.
Corner. He's working that corner.
Bases loaded. Crown Point down 2 runs. A very, very late strike call. And Sam Crutch is behind 1-2 count. Here's one that gets away. Coming home is going to be Geisen. Going to play it play.
No play.
No play as Zambrana, the catcher, had trouble picking it up against the fence. And now it's just a 1-run game, and the tying run is at third base, and Logan Ryan for Crown Point. Two and 2 count to Sam Crutch. A base hit can put Crown Point back in front.
Check my math on this one, but still nobody out.
Nobody out. There's ball 3.
Bulldogs coaches have instructed their batters to be patient at the plate, and it seems to be paying off for them.
The foul pitch. Oh! Foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Zambrana, for the first out. And just sort of a big O from the Crown Point fans. At the plate, Kyle Bonner singled in his first plate appearance. First pitch, strike 1. Crown Point trying to get that tying run home from third base, and Logan Ryan. On second is Kenny Michaels. Another bunt attempt, and this one fouled behind home plate off the back screen.
Ryan, whatever the Knights manager Dylan said to his battery, he seems to have gotten their attention. Candelario is working swiftly ever since that meeting at the mound, and he seems to mean business.
There's the 0-2 count. Ball hit down the first base side near the Crown Point dugout. So Kyle Bonner staying gritty at the plate, defending the strike zone. Oh, and 2 count. 3-2 ball game. Crown Point down a run in the top of the third of the championship against Kingsbridge, New York. And Bonner throws his bat at that one and stays alive.
I got to tell you, this kid is something else. He has shown us nothing but true grit for the last 3 nights here at the Optimist Park. 0-2 count, if you recall. In his first at-bat, it was an 0-2 count when he stroked a single.
And Bonner out in front of the off-speed pitch. Strike 3.
Nice pitch.
And coming to the plate now will be Alec Madeline. Big opportunity here for Crown Point. The tying run at third base. The go-ahead run at second here in the top of the third inning. First pitch swinging down the right field line. Hooking foul ball.
Oh, that was close, Ryan. Oh, that was close down the right field line. That would have brought in 2, and a easy stand-up double that would have been for Madeline.
0-1 count to Alec Madeline.
Boy, he jumped on that first pitch, didn't he?
He sure did. Candelario waiting for the pitch call from Gabriel Zambrana. Here's an out over the head pitch, and coming home is Logan Ryan, and Logan Ryan is caught in the middle of nowhere. And luckily, Candelario was hesitant.
Wow.
Nobody gets gunned out.
Ryan was about 2/3 of the way to home plate when he changed his mind, and the runner on second was already over on third base. So Candelario wisely, I believe, decided to hold the ball as opposed to trying to get the runner on second. But had he got the runner on second, that run may not have scored.
1-1 count to Madeline. Ball 2 as that pitch misses high. The fastball, 68 on the radar. Two and 1 count. And Madeline chases one out of the zone. Strike 2. And Candelario 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam.
I'll tell you what, Zambrana saved a run with his quick feet on that ball that got away.
Here's ball 3. A pitch missing not by much. Candelario frustrated right here. Let's see what he comes back with after that one. Looks like strike 3.
Full count. First base is open. It's welcoming him.
Alec Madeline at the plate.
Oh!
Wins that ball 4 and misses. 2 stranded for Crown Point in the top of the third. Through 2.5 in the 2013 12 and under championship game. It is Crown Point down 3-2 to Kingsbridge, New York. WJOB back to 1 minute with the bottom of the third.
The Times Media Company is your source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to the Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want.
Recently, there's been a major push to buy local, and we couldn't agree more. Hi, I'm Taylor Micka from Micka Cabinets. Whether it's a single cabinet replacement to a full kitchen remodel, Micka Cabinets is there with your needs. So why pay more at a big box store? Micka Cabinets can provide you with better quality and price with the best experience. Celebrating 20 years, Micka Cabinets promotes buying local, our community, and the best service. We're open Monday through Friday and by appointment on evenings and weekends. So stop by our showroom at 8328 Kennedy Avenue in Highland or call us at 219-838-5450.
Jamal Sanchez will lead off for Kingsbridge, New York in the bottom of the third with Kingsbridge, New York up a run at 3-2 in the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series championship game between Kingsbridge, New York and Crown Point. Ryan Walsh here on Friday night with Mark Forright. Back on the mound for his last inning will be tall right-hander Logan Ryan. Crown Point had runners on second and third with 1 out, down a run, and they could not get the tying run or the go-ahead run home. Jamal Matanzas 1-for-1, the shortstop for Kingsbridge, New York. Singled in his only plate appearance and came around the score on the 3-run homer by George Valera. Logan Ryan waiting on Matanzas to get set at the plate. First pitch curveball hit softly up the first base side, picked up by Ryan, and he's going to swipe first base with his left foot as he runs into foul territory. Beautiful play.
Ryan, that was a big league play by Ryan. He scooped it up and took it himself to first base to retire a very, very tough batter.
Good out right there for Logan Ryan because the next guy went yard with a 3-run shot. George Valera. First pitch challenges him with an off-speed pitch inside. Strike one on the foul ball. Beautiful night for baseball. A lot of fans here. Not too late to come on in to Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. 1245 River Drive. Curveball is dropping just below the strike zone. 1-1 count. Crown Point fans wanted that one. On deck is Alfredo Delgado. 1-1 pitch. Goes outside for ball 2.
Delgado wearing the lucky number 13 for the night.
Worked so well in the tournament. Here's a no-doubter. Center field over the scoreboard. George Valera has done it again, and it is Kingsbridge, New York 4, Crown Point 2.
Muchas gracias, Senor Ryan. Otra vez. Boy, he has Logan Ryan's number.
And the small amount of Kingsbridge, New York making their presence known right now.
That scoreboard has to be over 20 feet high. He put it over the scoreboard in center field.
Alfredo Delgado comes to the batter's box. 0 for 1 with the strikeout. And that scoreboard is probably 15 to 20 feet behind the home run fence at 230. Over the scoreboard, dead center. Delgado tried getting a home run of his own late on that fastball. 71 from Logan Ryan. 1 out, nobody on base for Kingsbridge. This one bounces off the gear of Krutz.
Lucky 13 for George Valera. Boy, oh boy.
Fantastic tournament for George Valera.
He looks like the real deal.
Here's a fastball outside. 3-1 count to Alfredo Delgado. This will be Logan Ryan's last inning on the mound. Here's a fastball swung on and missed by Delgado. Hey, you're waving to your fans club.
Mike Ripken here at the park tonight. Walked in, local politician, Hammond man,
Lake County Commissioner.
very popular.
Loves baseball. 3-2 count. Alfredo Delgado. Logan Ryan gets him to golf at one in the left-handed batter's box. Down on strike for the second time tonight is Alfredo Delgado. Harry Segura Vargas, 1 for 1 for Kingsbridge. Looks at a curveball outside. 1-0 count. One run in this inning for Kingsbridge, New York in the bottom of the third. A 2-run lead. Got a field to first base and
Rings him up.
That's
Who's it?
Jim Newborn.
Jim Newborn. Ring him up on that. 1-1 count.
Here's a high fastball from Logan Ryan. 2-1 count. 2 outs and nobody on base for Kingsbridge at the moment. There's a foul tip into the glove of Sam Crutch. Even.
Bulldogs have an interesting shift here. The shortstop is almost at second base. Second baseman is in the grass of right field, very close to first base. It's an interesting shift that they have on.
Full count to Harry Segura Vargas.
Senor Vargas.
Down on strike, swinging is Harry Segura Vargas. That'll be the last pitch of the night for Logan Ryan. Finishes with 6 strikeouts on the evening. We are halfway through of this 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series Championship matchup between Kingsbridge, New York and Crown Point. Halfway through, it is Kingsbridge, New York 4, Crown Point 2. Right now, they're going to do some lawn work on the field. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes with the top of the 4th on WJOB 1230.
Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game-loving, non-striking, passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. And Aurelio's Pizza will be there as the official pizza.
Who's ready for a Polish? Big Frank Sausage has done it again. We just added our new chicken sandwich, the Kura. Over a half a pound of grilled chicken breast. This is juicy and delicious. Swing over today and try our new outstanding product. We also just added mini pierogi. These are called ushka, filled with chicken or beef. These are great little snacks to watch the games with. Don't forget, Big Frank's is open now 7 days a week and available for catering, holiday, or group specials. Our phone number is 219-378-9556. We are located 1/4 mile west of the South Shore Station, 1417 Carroll Street in Roxana. Smacznego i na zdrowie.
Join us at Freddy's Steakhouse for the Do It for Debbie fundraiser for our favorite waitress. Some of you may know her from Phil Schmitz and John's Pizza, and currently at Freddy's Steakhouse. All proceeds go to offset her cost of fighting cancer. For more information, call Freddy's Steakhouse 219-844-1500. This event is happening Saturday, August 17th at 6 p.m.
Live on WJOB 1230, it's Ryan Walsh and Mark Corright. Good evening on Friday, August 16th of 2013. We are at Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex in Hammond, Indiana for the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series Championship game. Our local team, Crown Point, down 4-2 to Kingsbridge, New York, as we are halfway through. Coming back out on the mound will be for New York, Rubio Candelario. Leading off for Crown Point will be Josh Dutzlewicz in the top of the 4th as they finish up some lawn care on the field. Since last Friday, Mark, we've been here. Just a great job by the team out there, keeping the field in beautiful shape.
Yes, Ryan. I concur. I think Hammond and the Optimists here have done an amazing job. I mean, not a negative thing that can be thought or said about the job that they've done in hosting the Cal Ripken World Series. Beautiful. Park looks great. People are great. Aurelio's is serving pizza. Strax has beef sandwiches. Optimists are buttering up their ears of corn. Nice food downstairs in the concession stand. People are enjoying themselves. YMCA's playing over the microphone here, over the speakerphone.
You know what this tournament has shown us? That North Indiana is just not about basketball. Not just about basketball anymore. A couple of local powerhouses for baseball: Crown Point, Lake Central, Andrean, Bishop Knoll. Josh Dutzlewicz walked in his only plate appearance, so no official plate appearance yet. Rubio Candelario, first pitch is a strike on the outer part of the plate. 4-2 ball game. 3 in the first and 1 in the third for the 4 runs for Kingsbridge, New York. 1 in the second, 1 in the third for Crown Point for 2 runs. Here's a wild one. Full house. Quickly approaching 2,000 fans, and more are still filling in. I know there's parking still at Riverside Park in the North Township Trustee's office. They've got the dial ride, and they're bringing more over. 1-2 count to Josh Suslowitz. Here's a ball hit over our heads. Foul. About that last inning, George Valera over the scoreboard, center field.
Nice hit by a nice young man.
Here is a swing on a pitch in the left-hander batter's box. Out is Suslowitz.
Ooh, he wishes he could have that swing back.
8th strikeout of the night for Rubio Candelario. Here comes Luke Bianco to the plate for Crown Point. Down 2 runs. 1-0 count.
Walked in his first plate appearance back in the 2nd inning. Helped get that.
Bianco was inches away from being on first base. Panther-like reflexes. Getting out of the way. 2-0 count. Here's a strike on the outer part of the plate. 2-1 count.
Emphasis on the outer part of the plate there, Ryan.
You asked me earlier about any other team. South Lexington, Kentucky, they are still here. There is manager Peel, Santa Claus lookalike, or Cy Robertson from Duck Dynasty lookalike. As the count goes to 3-1 to Luke Bianco. Swings through a fastball. Full count.
He's going to bring off speed here. Oh, fastball outside.
Ball 4.
Draws the walk.
Tying run comes to the plate. Mark Bonner, leadoff man for Crown Point. 0 for 2.
The Bulldogs just keep scratching away at the Knights here. They just won't go away.
They're pawing at the comeback. Are the Bulldogs.
Little slobber coming off their mouths. They are not going to lay down.
This is their kennel.
This is their kennel.
They're trying to take control of it, though. Take it back. Here's one that almost hits Merrick Bonner. 1-0 count.
Bulldogs will not be neutered by the Kingsbridge Knights.
Here is an outside strike. 1-1 count. No wind right now. No wind at all.
Crown Point fans were not happy with that call.
Here's a front door curveball. Strike 2.
Wicked.
Quincy's not playing.
No.
Here's a fastball. Hammered foul down the first base side.
Nice Quincy reference in the movie Ted. I recognized the other night, Ryan. Ted's
Teddy Bear.
co-worker from the grocery store. Reference Quincy.
1-2 count. Here's a wild pitch. Going to second. Standing up will be Bianco. They're playing your song, the Roadrunner theme.
2-2 count.
1 out. Tying run at the plate.
Candelario coming with the heat.
And that one almost took down Crutz at first base, the assistant coach. He is having a rough night.
Yeah. Somebody's going to need to take him out for ice cream after the game.
Might be us.
Might be you.
2-2 count. Here's another wild one. and right through the legs of the catcher, Zambrano. And what a throw at third base.
Made it interesting at third, didn't he?
That's going to be a fastball.
I don't think Bianco was expecting a throw there. That was a little closer than he would have liked.
The payoff pitch to come. And there is ball 4. What a take right there by Merrick Bonner, the leadoff man. And that's why he's at the top of the order.
Could you draw this scenario up any better? The tying run on first base, the go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Nick Geisen.
Nick Geisen, a couple home runs are already in the World Series. This one would put them up a run. Here's a curveball for a strike.
Led off last inning and scored with that walk based on balls.
Scored on a wild pitch. 0-1 count. Here's a challenge fastball in Tardy.
Just like that, he's behind 0-2.
0-2 count. Runners on first and third for Crown Point. An extra base hit will tie this one up with the speedy Mark Bonner. And that was ball 1.
Wow. Locked Geisen up with that off-speed pitch.
1-2 count. Here's one hit softly off the bat down the first base side, and if that was fair, that's a run because that went right through the legs of Dylan.
About a foot off the line.
Bill Buckner on that one, but it was foul.
One of my favorite Cubs players, first base.
1-2 count to Geisen. Here's a wild one. And staying at third is Bianco, and going to second is Mark Bonner.
That's a lot of respect that the third base coach for Crown Point is showing to Zambrana behind the plate.
Well, that one came right back off the fence, and a good view.
But he was all over it.
2-2 count.
No!
And Geisen chases one out of the strike zone.
That would have loaded the bases.
Here comes left-handed hitting, and Logan Ryan has runners on second and third. A single could tie this game. 2 outs. Curveball, ball 1.
Tying runs on second base in the form of Mark Bonner.
1-0 pitch. And Ryan caught checking. 1-1 count. The curveball that Candelaris suddenly got confidence is fooling Crown Point. Here's one hit the middle. It's going to be a tough play for the second baseman. Going to first base. 1 run in. And here comes the second run. Safe! Tie game! Holy cow! What a send by the third base coach of Crown Point.
I'll tell you what there, Ryan. Crown Point caught the Knights just slightly asleep.
La La Land.
Slightly asleep, allowing that runner from second base to score on an infield. We're going to call that an infield hit, I believe, Ryan. On an infield hit to the second baseman, the right side of the infield, and the runner, Merrick Bonner, scored from second. What a gutsy play by Crown Point to tie the game up at 4.
And the coach, Mike Bonner, the assistant coach, sending Mark Bonner. And here at the plate is Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers didn't like that one.
And that is a grounder to first. Dylan gloves it, tags the bag himself.
New game.
Stranded. New baseball.
New game. We got a new pitcher that's going to be coming out for the bottom of the 4th, don't we?
Scoreboard. Crown Point 4. Kingsbridge, New York 4. Back in 1 minute with the bottom of the 4th in this 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series Championship matchup on WJOB.
Giovanni's in Munster is a proud sponsor of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in after the game for delicious, expertly prepared pasta, veal, seafood, and steak. Giovanni's is located at 603 Ridge Road in Munster, just minutes from the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. See their ad in the program or check them out on the web, giosmunster.com.
Now open, Luby's Pancake House, located at 176th and Torrance Avenue in Lansing, 1 block south of the interstate. Also open for dinner. Come dine with us. We feature a full breakfast menu, burgers, sandwiches, ribs, steaks, stir-fries, dessert, and more. Open daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can also dine at Luby's in Hammond on the corner of 165th and Columbia in Menards Plaza. Luby's is the perfect spot for the whole family.
So you had better do what you were told. You better listen to the radio.
Exciting top of the fourth for Crown Point. 2 runs come in on an infield single off the bat of Logan Ryan. It's 4-4, Crown Point and Kingsbridge, New York in the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series for 12 and under. It just keeps on getting better, Mark.
What a great inning. Crown Point capitalized. That's on what should have been a routine ground ball to the second baseman,
Sammy De La Cruz.
Logan Ryan just flew down first base to beat that throw and allowed 2 runs to score to tie up the game going into the bottom of the fourth. Exciting baseball here on Friday night in Hammond, Indiana, would you say?
I would say yes.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can hold the Knights here again in the bottom of the fourth and carry the momentum into the last 2 innings of the game.
Rubio Candelario will lead off for Kingsbridge, New York against Nick Geisen. Here's one popped up, foul territory, gloved by Sam Karut. Just like that,
out number 1.
At plate will be, wait, they're not calling it a catch.
Not quite sure what they're calling that on Candelario.
0-2 count now. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's a ball that gets away. So Logan Ryan goes to third base, and Luke Bianco goes to right field. Nick Geisen's on the mound for Crown Point. 1-2 count. Geisen with the long windup curveball. That's going to be hit into left field. Scooping it up is Kenny Michaels. Leadoff single for Rubio Candelario.
Not quite sure what happened there on that first pitch pop-up. We'll have to get the official word.
At the plate, Gabriel Zambrana. That's the go-ahead run on first base. Nobody out for Kingsbridge. Here's a curveball above the zone for ball 1. Nick Geisen's been absolutely dominant on the mound for Crown Point in this tournament. 1-0 count. Challenge fastball. Strike 1.
What's it look? 71. 71 miles per hour, Ryan. Nick Geisen's fastball. First pitch.
And I got a feeling we'll see higher than that tonight. 1-1 count. Fastball right down the middle. And Zambrana behind 1-2. Runner on first for Kingsbridge. Tie game. Here is ball 2. Count is even now. This is the 2013 Cal Ripken 12 and under championship game. Winner takes all. Here's a curveball that backs Zambrano up. 3-2 count.
He was trying to get the young Zambrano a little bit off that plate. Felt he was a little too close to his box there.
Full count. At the knees, down looking is Zambrano with that called strike.
New pitcher. Kingsbridge, new pitcher on the mound.
Here comes Patrick Dillon, 0 for 1. Has a runner on first with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th in this tied-up game. Ball 1. Good catch by Sam Crutz. Here is a fastball on the outer part of the plate for a strike. Even count at 1-1. Here's one hit to the right side. Bounce to Kyle Bonner at second. Out at first is Patrick Dillon on the 4-3 put out. But going to second is Auribio Candelario, the go-ahead run in this ball game for Harold Abreu, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
What a nice play by Bonner over there at second base.
Smothered it.
Beautiful play. It was not an easy play to make either, and he made it look a lot easier than it was.
Low strike called by the umpire. 0-1 count to Harold Abreu. 2 outs and a runner in second. There's a fastball outside for 1-1.
Few of the Knights fans are chatting it up with home plate umpire Don Singleton there.
Here's a high fastball, 2-1.
So the go-ahead runs on second with 2 outs.
And Abreu chased one out of the zone. That looked like it was going to be a 3-1 count, but it's 2-2 now. Geisen 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam. Runner on second.
I think he's coming with the heat. And there it is. He does 72 mile per hour fastball, outside corner of the plate, ring him up, no blood, 4-4. Great job by Nick Geisen to close out the 4th inning.
Abreu didn't even swing at it. That ends the 4th inning. Crown Point and Kingsbridge, 4 runs apiece. Back in 1 minute with the top of the 5th of the 2013 12-under Ripken World Series Championship matchup.
Oh, good. You got a guy out here.
Are expenses adding up? Come see us at CFSC Speedy Check Cashers for a payday loan. We offer fast and friendly service with locations all over Northwest Indiana. All you need is a valid photo ID, your most recent pay stub and bank statement, proof of social security number, and your checkbook. At CFSC Speedy Check Cashers, we make it that easy. For the location nearest you, visit CFSC.com or call 219-923-0909. Loan service by Speedy Check Cashers, Inc.
We are ready for the top of the 5th inning on WJOB. This is the 2013 Ripken 12-under World Series Championship game between Crown Point, Indiana, and Kingsbridge, New York. Ryan Walsh and Mark Forright for a thriller tonight. 4 runs apiece. Great hitting, great base running so far for both teams. Can't shake your head on the radio.
My wife told me I have a face for radio.
My grandma told me in a birthday card.
I think she was being kind to me.
Well, you know, video is on radio. Radio is on video for WJOB, so you're on video.
Let me apologize to the folks who actually have to watch me on video.
We're going to have a pinch hitter. And for Crown Point, that's going to be
number 22,
Jacob Zalaski, pinch hitting for Cam Crutch. Back on the mound is Rubio Candelario. That pitch gets away.
Coach Dillon showing tremendous faith in his young pitcher, Candelario. Marching him out there for the top of the fifth.
1-1 count, top of the fifth, nobody out. Nobody on for Crown Point. One and two count. Check swing, no swing. Field to first, no swing, says the first base umpire, Jim
Newberg.
Even count to Zalaski. Good eye. That one did not miss by much. 3-2 count. On deck is Kyle Bonner. You don't want to have a guy on base for Bonner at the plate.
No, sir.
Full count. Ball four. Leadoff walk issue to Jacob Zalaski.
Credit Zalaski with patience at the plate on that one. That was an awfully close ball four. And he's getting them started off, the Bulldogs right here.
Kyle Bonner, second baseman, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. First pitch is ball one. Still on the mound for Kingsbridge, New York is Rubio Candelario. Catcher is Gabriel Zambrano. First base is Patrick Dillon. Second base, Sammy De La Cruz. Shortstop, Jamel Betances. Third base, Alfredo Delgado. Left fielder is George Valero. Harry Segura Vargas in center. Right field is Harold Abreu. This one goes to the backstop. But staying at first base was Zalaski, and that's just how much I respect the arm of Zambrano.
Quite a attempt to bunt there. And this time he gets it down.
Going to second is Zalaski. And a wild throw. And there's going to be a play at second. And no play at second as Dillon just has to eat that one. But it looked like Dillon stuck his foot out and tripped Bonner.
Well, what happened before he tripped Bonner was he allowed the high throw to go through his glove and pass him back to the fence. No, first baseman allowed it to get through his mitt. It was a high throw, but it got through his mitt and allowed the runners to get on second and third. So you've got the go-ahead runs in scoring position for the Crown Point Bulldogs with
Alex Madeline at the plate. He's going to try a bunt. Cannot get it down.
Give Crown Point credit with the gutsy small ball play there. He laid a perfect bunt down. Perfect bunt.
Look familiar?
Beautiful. They did that last night against the Hammond Bulldogs.
Down looking.
Holy cow.
Madeline, and quick 3 pitches right there from an angry Rubio Candelario. And here comes to the plate Josh Suslowitz, the center fielder, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk.
Very animated strikeout ring up by the home plate umpire Don Singleton.
First pitch is a ball from Rubio Candelario.
Yeah. Knights fans are continuing the conversation with home plate umpire Singleton.
I don't think anybody in the house knew what that pitch was. A ball or a strike.
Well,
you know, I like Ed Stribiak behind the mound. Behind the plate. Yeah. You know, I'm sure he could pitch the ball, but behind the plate, he is very emphatic on his calls, and he actually looks up to the broadcast booth when he knows WJOB's at the game. 1-0 count to Josh Suslowitz. Pops one over our heads.
Fine civil servant. Also in my hometown of Munster, Indiana, Mr. Sterbiak, Officer Sterbiak. Son played a Great game of football.
2-1 count outside.
Knights fans are getting a bit animated here.
2 balls and a strike. Runners at second and third, tie game. Crown Point, Suslowitz takes ball 3.
Low, just off the plate. First base open.
121 pitches already for Rubio Candelario. Here's 122, and it's a strike on a check swing by Suslowitz. A warrior on the mound right here. 122 pitches for the 12-year-old. Oh, gets Suslowitz swinging.
69 miles per hour fastball.
So after the first 2 base runners reached in the inning for Crown Point, back-to-back strikeouts by Rubio Candelario.
Ryan Candelario said right there, I'm not going to leave it up to the umpire. And just gunned him right down the middle.
Here's a pinch hitter. And
numero uno.
Christian Paris is going to come to the plate for Luke Bianco.
Christian Paris.
2 outs in the top of the 5th inning of the championship game of the 2013 12-under Cal Ripken World Series. Game tied at 4 apiece. Crown Point and Kingsbridge on WJLB. Runners on second and third for Christian Paris. First pitch, pops one down the third base line, and it was touched in fair territory. And they're going to say foul ball.
Okay, for you folks at home, a small pop-up down the third base line, runner coming home from third, appeared that the catcher, Zimbrana, might have touched it. That's not Zimbrana anymore. That's Betances behind the plate. That's Betances behind the plate. Jamal Betances. Switched out from shortstop.
0-1 count to Paris. Oh! Takes a filthy curveball from Candelario.
But it appeared that Betances might have made contact with that ball while it was still in fair territory.
0-2, here's one hit to the right side. Gonna be a tough play at first base.
Out.
And out is Christian Barris as he dives to make the play at first, but he is late tagging the bag. Great play from the second baseman to get it to Dillon at first. 2 stranded in the top of the 5th for Crown Point through 4.5. It is Crown Point 4, Kingsbridge, New York 4 in the 2013 12-under Cal Ripken World Series. Back in 1 minute with the bottom of the 5th on WJOB.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
MJ Polish Deli in Hammond has everything for your summer barbecue. Fresh and smoked sausages, sauerkraut, potato salads, kolaczki, and of course, pierogi and stuffed cabbage. Live out of the region? Don't worry. Place your order online at mjpolishdeli.com. Stop by NJ Polish at 7112 Calumet Avenue or call 937-6007. For food like Grandma used to make, visit MJ Polish in Hammond, Indiana.
And always look on the right side of life. Always look on the right side of life.
Fun at the ballpark tonight on Friday, August 16th of 2013. Ryan Walsh and Mark Foray for the 2013 12-under Cal Ripken World Series Championship game. Crown Point and Kingsbridge, New York, tied at 4 apiece as Kingsbridge will bring up the top of the lineup to the plate.
I'd like to thank Larry the K for the fine Monty Python lead-in to our broadcast. Thank you, Larry.
Larry Kyleman producing tonight in the studio for WJLB.
Sammy De La Cruz preparing to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Kingsbridge Knights. What a game, Ryan. 4-4, bottom of the 5th. Just great fun at Hammond Optimus Ballpark here, South Hammond.
Still room here in the ballpark to come out along the fences. It's not over yet.
We're going to be talking about this game for some time.
For years. For years we'll be talking about this game.
They're still talking about the game last night.
Heck of a game, 4-3, Crown Point winning over Hammond. Came down to the last play of the game. Here comes Sammy De La Cruz, 0 for 1, a walk and a fly out. First pitch from Nick Geisen. He pops his foul down the first base side. 0-1 count. Geisen comes back with the curveball away. 1-1 count. Here's one at the knees, called strike 2.
Ryan, I don't know if you took note, but quite an animated back and forth between the fans from the Bronx and some local region rats here from Crown Point. Good fun. Good fan fun here in the stands. Optimist Park.
Curveball, ball 2 from Nick Geisen to Sammy De La Cruz, and looking down the third base side, a couple fans here still from El Dorado, Arkansas.
Why not? Would you be in a big hurry to leave Hammond, Indiana after they treated you like this?
No way. The Aurelios, the Strack, the Marriott.
That's not to take anything away from Arkansas. Nothing at all.
2-2 count. Ball 3. Full count to Sammy De La Cruz in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a grounder. It's going to be picked up by Logan Ryan at third. He ran in front of his shortstop, Merrick Bonner, and gets the first out.
You know, give Coach Bob Bonner credit, putting Ryan over there at third base. Ryan moved in front of the shortstop, in front of Merrick Bonner, stabbed that ball away, and gunned him at first base, what very easily could have been an infield single.
Jamal Batances, 1 for 2. First base curveball down the first base line. Fair ball. Could be trouble going back in right field.
Look at the wheels on Batances.
And he slid
Pete Rose style into second base. Took the ball opposite field right down the first base line for what could have easily been a stand-up double as fast as he was rounding the bases. Great piece of hitting by what is now the catcher, Jamal Batances, number 77.
And at the plate is trouble for Crown Point. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. George Valera. First pitch is a curveball for ball 1. All 4 runs coming off the bat of George Valera tonight for Kingsbridge, New York. One 1-0 count.
Nick Geisen is on the mound this time to face him.
And they're going to intentionally walk George Valera
with first base open and 1 out. What a sign of respect being shown to number 13, Valero of the Kingsbridge Knights by the Crown Point Bulldogs. He's hit one to right field. He's hit one to deep center field. All he has left is opposite field left. And he would have cleaned the outfield up there, right?
Official visit because Geisen crossed the line on the first base pass. So 2-0 count to George Valera. And let's see what Sam Krutz, the catcher, calls for George Valera. He puts the left arm out.
Sure enough.
The Bluebirds come out from Kingsbridge, New York. 3-0 count.
Betances playing a little road runner routine out at second base, trying to dare the catcher from Crown Point to throw down.
And there's ball 4, entry to George Valera.
I got to tell you, that's a great call by the Bulldogs. Great call. First base open. Why wouldn't you're down 2-0 in the count? Why would you pitch to that man, that young man in that case? Why?
2 balls hit by Valera over 500 feet. Here comes Alfredo Delgado, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, runners on first and second with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Fooled on the curveball. 0-1 count. We do want to welcome all the listeners from Kingsbridge, New York, listening on WJOB1230.com or ReasonSports.com. 1-1 count.
Just missed. A little low.
Nick Geisen looking to get out of the jam. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's one that bounces to Krutz. Great job by Sam Krutz behind the plate, keeping the runners at first and second. And a little bit of angst from the Crown Point fans.
No worries. 2-1 count.
And the manager, Alan Dillon, coming out to talk to the umpire. Might have a pinch runner.
Bulldogs are taking a break in time to huddle up on the mound. And yes, you were right, Ryan.
So here comes Argenis Betances.
Betances, the speed demon from the Bronx. They're looking for him to score on a deep single or a gapper from first. They're not messing around. They don't want to go up by 1. They want to go up by 2 here.
Here's an inside fastball hit out of play down the right field line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is what it's all about. The championship game, 4 runs apiece for Kingsbridge, New York, and Crown Point. Right
fastball. Oh my goodness gracious. Fastball right on the inside corner of the plate. I don't know. I really don't know how Delgado laid off of that one.
3-2 count. Nick Geisen on the mound to Alfredo Delgado. The payoff pitch, fastball, smokes foul down the first base side.
I got to believe if Geisen can get an off speed over the plate here or even close, that he might be able to ring up Delgado after throwing him 3 fastballs.
Full count. Payoff pitch, bounces to Krutz, bases loaded for Kingsbridge, New York.
Just missed with the curve.
Harry Seguir Vargas, the center fielder, comes into the batter's box in a big moment for Kingsbridge, New York. Tie game, bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. These games go 6 innings. Well, 4-4 game. Nick Geisen on the mound. First pitch, ball 1. Man on every base here for Kingsbridge, New York. 1-0 count. Here's one hit softly up the third base line. Tagging home. Out is the runner.
What a play by Logan Ryan, charging the soft dribbler up the third base side of the infield and firing a rifle to the catcher to get the force at home plate. 2 outs.
A jaw drop right there that Logan Ryan,
and it was close.
The runner down the third base line to the ball and makes the out. And a great handle by Sam Krutz staying composed on the soft toss.
Terrific display of defense by the Crown Point Bulldogs to save the go-ahead run by Kingsbridge from coming across the plate. Just terrific.
And here comes Rubio Candelario, the pitcher for Kingsbridge.
You ever see the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yes.
And
first pitch, Candelario swings through it.
I can't stop thinking about the flesh wound when the guy's arm came off and blood squirting out from his torso. When I look at Candelario after throwing 130 pitches through 5 innings.
Check, swing, strike 2. Candelario will have to defend the plate.
From an 0-2 count.
This place went silent when the bases were loaded with 1 out, and it is ablaze here at Hammond Optimus Sports Complex. Strike 3! Down is Kingsbridge in the 5th inning.
Check me. 3 runners stranded. That base is loaded.
Yes, you are right.
Check my math on that one, Ryan.
You're a mathematician. 4-4 ball game as we go to the top of the 6th. Kingsbridge and Crown Point tied up. Ryan Walsh, Mark Foyt in the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series on WJOB.
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you. With closing starting at $150, it's an affordable way to ensure your equipment is protected and your pool will be ready next spring. Give us a call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools.
Join me, your WJOB car guy, at Chapel Lawn Funeral Home's 3rd Annual Car and Craft Show this Saturday, August 24th, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at their facility, 8178 Klein Avenue, just south of US 30. Food, beverages, raffles, and activities for the kids. It's a fun day for the whole family. This year, featuring a helicopter candy drop at 2 p.m. All proceeds go to the American Diabetes Association. Call 365-9554 for any additional information you may need. That's 365-9554.
Wrap it in. Top of the 6th of the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series from Hammond Optimus Sports Complex. A packed house. Ryan Walsh and Mark Foyt on Friday night, August 16th of 2013. Crown Point 4. Kingsbridge, New York 4. At the top of the order for the 6th for Crown Point, Merrick Bonner takes a first pitch strike from Rubio Candelario. 127th pitch, make that 128 as the count goes to 1-1.
Rubio Candelario going out to start the top of the 6th inning, pitching the entire game and just threw a 70-mile-per-hour fastball for strike 2.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Crown Point is not led in this game. One-two count. Bonner hits one down the right field line. Deep fly ball. On the line. It's fair. Rounding first is Bonner. There's going to be a play at second. And the throw is cut off. Stand-up double for Merrick Bonner in the top of the 6th. And that would be the go-ahead run standing at second with nobody out for Crown Point.
I'm waiting for the manager of the Knightsbridge Knights, Dylan, to see what he's going to do here with Nick Geisen at the plate.
Here comes Alan Dillon to the mound.
Here he comes. I think he's going to change him. What a performance on the mound by Rubio Candelario. Truly outstanding.
And it looks like it's going to be...
I believe that your catcher is taking off the gear.
Let's take a timeout here. We'll reset things when we come back. We'll take a 90-second timeout in the top of the sixth. There's going to be a bevy of changes for Kingsbridge, New York. Leadoff double for Merrick Bonner. The go-ahead run at second. The 2013 12-under Ripken World Series tied at 4 apiece back in 90 seconds on WJOB.
The Times Media Company is your source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to the Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want.
At Smith Chevrolet, we aren't satisfied until you find the Chevy vehicle you're searching for. Serving Hammond as well as the surrounding Chicagoland area, we offer a full inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at competitive, no-haggle pricing. Also available is the full-service repair and body shop. So if you're looking for that new or used Chevy vehicle, stop by at 6405 Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond. Call 219-845-4000 or go to smithchevyusa.com.
The car business is like any other business. You built up a good reputation. You try to maintain your product the best you can. You try to buy the nicest, the lowest mile product that you can sell in your market. And then you just treat people right after the fact.
Go see Joe at the Auto Store on the corner of Ridge Road and Indianapolis Boulevard in Highland. Call him at 219-838-3900. That's the Auto Store, 838-3900.
Not a rocket scientist. I buy a car, I sell a car, I try to treat people right. Stop by the Auto Store.
But you're so glad to be alive, boy.
Welcome back to Hammond, Indiana for the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series matchup for the championship between Crown Point and Kingsbridge, New York. Ryan Walsh and Mark Forright. A couple of changes. So coming to the mound will be Jamal Betances. Going to short is Rubio Candelario. Going to second is Gabriel Zambrana. And going to catch will be Sammy De La Cruz. A runner on second for Crown Point is Merrick Bonner. And at the plate is arguably their most dangerous hitter for Crown Point, Nick Geisen.
How about Merrick Bonner with that hit? That opposite field hit down the right field line on a fastball for a stand-up double.
Chalk.
What a gamer.
The pitcher, Nick Geisen. And first pitch, curveball. Inside. Strike one from Jamal Betances.
Quincy wicked curveball by Betances to go up 0-1.
Bulldogs fans chanting. Geisen behind 0-1, and now it's the 1-1 as that pitch from Jamal Betances misses just off of the plate.
Betances, the Swiss Army knife of the Kingsbridge Knights, starting the game off at short, moving to catcher, and now on the mound pitching.
My utility pick for my ballot for all World Series teams. First pitch, here's one that's going to be off the glove of the shortstop, and after that little delay on the mound from Jamal Betances, the first pitch is hit by Geisen off the glove of the shortstop, Rubio Candelario. Runners at first and third on the E6.
Hard hit ball, but should have made the play. Unfortunately for the Knights, and you now have runners on first and third. Go ahead run just down the line at third base in the form of Merrick Bonner. Nobody out.
And the number 3 hitter, Logan Ryan, 2 for 2. A double, a single, and a walk. First pitch is swinging, it gets in the dirt, and coming home is Bonner. They can't find the ball. 5-4, Crown Point takes the lead, and going to third, standing up, is Nick Geisen.
What a job on the bases of Nick Geisen to go from first to third on the pass ball.
And now Alan Dillon's trying to appeal for a foul tip on that ball. And he is getting heckled by the Crown Point fans. He is adamant that was a foul tip.
Yeah, he's making the sign. He's trying to make his case. I don't think that he's going to win this one, with the runner having already crossed the plate.
Crown Point fans want Dylan tossed. And here comes the first base coach, Chris Krutz. To come down and talk to the umpire, he gets waved off and says, and Don Singleton just says, don't even come down here. So Dylan does not win the appeal on the foul tip. So runner on third for Logan Ryan, trying to get an insurance run in for Crown Point in the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series Championship Final.
Crown Point fans on their feet, feeling very confident here in the top of the sixth.
1-1 count, a soft changeup taken by Logan Ryan. Even count, and Jamal Betances misses outside, 2-1. Let's see how Betances recovers after that wild one.
Ryan's got to be feeling good after those two terrific plays he just made at third base in the bottom of the fifth.
Another changeup, and Ryan was out in front of that one. 2-2 count to Logan Ryan. If you're just joining us, first lead of the night for Crown Point comes here in the top of the sixth in this championship matchup. Logan Ryan called for the check swing. First out.
Fastball, outside corner. He did not know what to do with it.
At the plate will be Kenny
Powers
Michaels
with an
runner at
extremely important run at third base.
Swings over a high fastball. Strike one.
They've got a pull switch in the outfield for Kenny.
There's a bunt by Michaels to get it down, and the runner's caught in no man's land.
They got him.
And out is Geisen, and going to second. Michaels as he kicks Candelario in the groin on the slide to second, and that is gonna hurt Candelario for a long time. And he's down on the...
He's down.
So, Geisen out, running to home on the bunt by Kenny Michaels, and they're attending to Rubio Candelario down on the field.
Let's just hope that Candelario is all right. There he is. He just got up.
Just got the wind knocked out of himself. Back up, and he'll be ready to get back at short here in just a moment.
Rubio Candelario is muy fuerte. What a tough kid. So what happened there is on the bunt, pitcher made the play, got the
runner at third,
Nick Geisen in the rundown, and Kenny Powers Michaels racing to second on the rundown was dead to right and broke it up with his slide to get safely into second. So
2 outs, and at the plate is Sam Krutz, trying to get that insurance run home. Here's one hit down the first base side, and it's over Chris Krutz, and they have been taking aim at the first base coach of Crown Point all night long.
Ryan, that was really a great defensive showing by the Kingsbridge Knights from the Bronx. Great. They almost got a double play on that bunt.
0-1 count to Krutz. Here's a fastball right down the middle, thrown from Jamal Betances.
Behind 0-2.
That gets Kingsbridge fans up a little bit. Betances one pitch away from getting out of this pickle. Here's a foul one onto the practice field behind us. By the way, nobody's been playing on the field all week, but that looks beautiful as well over there.
The whole place. 0-2 pitch.
Here's one hit down the first base side. Foul ball.
So, you know what? That Kenny Powers-Michaels run on second base is a very important run against the dangerous hitting Kingsbridge Knights. I know that Crown Point would love to get him across the plate to go up by 2.
If the score stands, the leadoff double by Merrick Bonner, scoring on the wild pitch, would be the winning play.
Oh my, what a fastball. 70 miles an hour. Right corner of the plate. Sit down. What? Don't go away, folks. Don't go away. We've got a game.
Kingsbridge, New York, down to their last 3 outs on the tournament. They're down 5-4 to Crown Point. Back in 1 minute with the bottom of the 6th of the championship game for the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series here in Hammond, Indiana on WJLB 1230.
Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game-loving, non-striking, passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. And Aurelio's Pizza will be there as the official pizza.
Hi, Rich from Alsop Home and Nursery in St. John here to remind you to think outside the box store and shop at your locally owned Best of the Northwest Indiana Region Garden Center.
Alsop Home and Nursery, the best of every season.
In Frankfort on LaGrange Road and St. John on Route 41. See their weekly circular at alsopnursery.com.
Mark Forey, strap it in, baseball fans. Bottom of the 6th of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Crown Point gets the lead for the first time tonight on a wild pitch that scored Merrick Bonner.
Check my math, Brian, would you please? Nick Geisen, I believe, was in this position last night. Was he not?
He was.
Ahead by 1 run, bottom of the 6th inning.
Gabriel Zambrana comes to the plate to lead off the bottom of the 6th for Kingsbridge, New York. It's been an up and down game. Motions are high right now. First pitch from Nick Geisen, ball 1.
7, 8, and 9 batters for the Knights. Be interesting to see if they all bat or if there'll be a pinch hitter coming in, try and stir it up for the Knights.
2-0 count to Gabriel Zambrana. The tying run at the plate. On deck is Patrick Dillon, and in the hole is Harold Abreu. 7, 8, 9 hitters. And Zambrana out in front. Strike 1, 2 balls, and a strike. Just a beautiful night, Mark. Full house. The kennel. We turned it into the kennel. All these Bulldog fans. Outer part of the plate, painting it black, is Geisen. 2-2. And Zambrana, foul tip, dropped by Crutz. Still at the plate with the ball count 2 and the strike count 2.
What a bargain this game, huh? A game this good at twice the price. A bargain. Dialing up such great baseball.
3-2 count now. Gabriel Zambrana trying to get on base at the tying run. Swings that ball for strike 3. 1 out and just 2 outs left here for the Kingsbridge Knights of New York.
That was a tremendous Nick Geisen fastball right up on the hands of Gabriel Zambrana. right up on the hand. Nothing he could do with it. 1 out, 2 outs away from
Patrick Dillon, first pitch, checks the wing.
2 outs.
Ball 1.
Crown Point Bulldogs are 2 outs away from the Cal Ripken World Series champion.
National tournament right here in our backyard, and a local team up by 1. 1-1 as Dillon is out in front of that off-speed pitch from Nick Geisen. 0 for 2 is Dillon. Here's one hit just past the mound. Coming in is the shortstop, Merrick Bonner. High throw.
Oh my goodness.
Takes Alex Madeline off the bag. And safe at first is Patrick Dillon on an infield single. That is the tying run. And here comes Harolee Abreu. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Kingsbridge.
Merrick Bonner charged the ball at short, came up firing, looked like he might have just gotten Dillon at first, but he didn't. So the Knights have a runner at first, the tying run at first base, with Abreu coming up to the plate.
Harolee Abreu, tying run at first. First pitch taken for a strike. 0-1 count.
Nick Geisen starts right off with a fastball, outside corner of the plate.
Comes back with another fastball. This time Abreu fouls it away. 0-2 count.
2 fastballs in a row, Brian. I gotta think he's going to try and get him to chase one here.
0-2 count. Curveball out in front is Abreu, and Crown Point is just 1 out away from the 2013 12-under Cal Ripken World Series title. And Nick Geisen called for his catcher Sam Krutz, his third baseman Logan Ryan, his shortstop Merrick Bonner, his second baseman Kyle Bonner, and his first baseman Alex Madeline. They're smiling. They want this bad, Mark. They want this bad.
Game's not over. This game is not over. Tying runs on first base. You got Sammy Dela Cruz at the plate. Sammy Dela Cruz is a speedster and has a great bat. Number 4.
0-2 with 1 walk and a run scored. Ball 1 from Nick Geisen.
And Sammy can hit the long ball. And check my math on this one. But a long ball would put the Knights up for good.
Here is strike 1. 1-1 count. Yes, 1 fly ball. Wind is blowing out just a little bit. Could win it for Kingsbridge. 1 and 2 right at the knees.
1-2 count. 1 strike away from Crown Point.
The red rising here in Hammond. The Bulldogs of Crown Point a pitch away from the 2013 12-under World Series title.
What baseball.
1-2 count. The curveball gets away.
Geisen wasted one there.
2-2 count to Sammy De La Cruz. Nick Geisen, the righty for Crown Point. Gets Sammy De La Cruz.
Holy cow!
It's caught! At the wall! At the wall! Caught by the right fielder! The wall! Crown Point keeps the World Series title right here at home. What a play to end the game.
Brian, I don't know about you, but you could have heard a pin drop in here. I think even the Crown Point fans thought that one was gone. It was about 2 feet away from being out of here. Opposite field. Holy cow, what a hit by Sammy De La Cruz. And taken in by right fielder. Oh my gosh.
Luke Bianco on right field goes to the wall, rips the NIPSCO sign off as he bangs the wall to make the catch for the Crown Point victory.
Luke Bianco, muchas gracias.
5-4, Crown Point wins it.
What a game. Credit the Kingsbridge Knights with not giving up. They were about 2 feet away from the World Series championship via the name of Sammy De La Cruz's opposite field fly ball, rung in by Luke Bianco. Wow, what a performance. Come from behind, gutsy victory by the Crown Point Bulldogs.
10 teams from all over the country come into Hammond, Indiana, and the team from 18 miles away wins the 12 and under World Series title. Congratulations to the city of Crown Point, to Mayor Dave Uran, and the Crown Point Bulldogs, coached by Bob Bonner. Great discipline at the plate and on the field. They go 6-1 in the tournament.
Let me say something, Ryan. The tandem of pitchers of Logan Ryan and Nick Geisen. Nick Geisen for the last 3 innings on the mound, and Logan Ryan with absolutely stellar play at third base to save a run when the bases were loaded. Boy, Crown Point earned that victory.
They did. Right field, 212. That ball went 211 down the right field line. Luke Bianco makes the catch,
bringing the NIPSCO sign down.
A longtime WJOB sponsor. I'm sure that we're fine with that because the title stays right here in Northwest Indiana where it belongs.
For the Region Rats.
And the Regionaires.
And the Regionaires. Wow, congratulations to Crown Point Bulldogs and really to the Kingsbridge Knights. They lost the only 2 games of their season right here at Hammond Optimus Park to the Hammond Bulldogs and now the Crown Point Bulldogs.
Let's go through the Crown Point lineup for the champions here as they get the trophy. Christian Paris, Alec Madeline, Nicholas Geisen, Joshua Sleslowitz, Kyle Bonner, Ryder Rex, Sammy Crutch, Logan Ryan, Luke Bianco, Jacob Shalaski, Kyle Gilmack, Merrick Bonner, Ryan Fender, Kenny Michaels, the manager, Bob Bonner, his coaches, Chris Crutch and Mike Bonner. WJOB congratulates them on the World Series title for the 12 and under Cal Ripken here in Hammond, Indiana.
How about Luke Bianco going from third base out to right field and making a tremendous catch to steal the game? That very easily he doesn't make that catch. That might have been an inside the park home run.
It was a no-brainer. It was a inside the park home run because that ball would have gone